Hi everyone, welcome to rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're doing a 30-minute full body yoga for flexibility practice. So you are going to need a block or firm cushion, a book of some kind that you can lay on for one of our poses. You're just going to need a little bit of space to move, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so, and let's get started. So let's begin today laying down, so you can move your prop off to the side and lay yourself all the way down onto your mat, bending your knees, keeping your feet planted. And I just want you to rock your knees side to side a little bit here, kind of massaging the low back. If your heels want to lift off the mat and you're just pushing into the ball of the feet a little bit, you might be able to get your low back connected to the ground. And then we're just going to start to reach our arms out nice and wide to weigh down the shoulders. And I want you to let your knees fall all the way over to the left as far as they want to fall for a nice little twist here. Keeping that right shoulder down. Take a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Another big inhale and big exhale. And then using an inhale, we're going to lift our knees back up nice and slow. Bring your low back to the mat again. Take those knees for a little rock side to side. Massage that low back. Nice job, you guys. And then our knees are going to fall all the way over to the right side. Keeping that left shoulder down this time. Take those nice big inhales. And exhales. One more here. Full breath in and out. Nice job, you guys. Using an inhale, start to lift your knees back up. Bring your low back to the mat. Once again, take the legs for a little rock side to side. Massaging that low back. And then we're just going to walk our feet out nice and long. So I'm actually going to move my block because I think it's going to be in the way. So if your prop is also going to be in the way, just move it off to the side. We're coming into a banana pose. So extend your legs out nice and long. You can reach your arms above your head. We're just going to shimmy our shoulders over towards the left side. You might end up off of your mats, and then you can add your legs, moving your legs over to the left as well. And I like to cross my right foot over top of the left just to keep my legs in place. And then just notice your right glute. So we're curving our body into kind of a banana shape. The right glute kind of likes to lift up off of the mat a bit, but see if you can just encourage it down a little more and see if that deepens the stretch you get through the outside of your leg or your obliques or even into your arms. Nice, you guys. Just another breath or two here, creating a little bit more length through that right arm. Perhaps you reach it above your head and over to the left. Soften that right shoulder though. Nice, you guys. And then using an inhale, we're slowly going to shimmy ourselves back into the center of our mat. So maybe start with the shoulders and then move the legs. Take a second if you need to shake it out a little. And then we're going to go the other way. So you can start to shimmy your shoulders over towards the right side. Creating some length through that left arm this time, and then adding your legs. Maybe crossing the left leg over top of the right. Banana. Close your eyes. Take a couple breaths. Think about dropping that left glute towards the mat. Awesome, you guys. Slowly starting to move yourself back. shimmy, wiggle yourself back into the center of your mat. If your arms are still above your head, you can start to bring them back to your sides. We're just going to walk our feet in. Again, connecting that low back to the mat, so you might need to lift the heels just to encourage that, tuck that tailbone under. Rocking the knees side to side a little bit here. Nice job, you guys. We're going to be rocking all the way over to one side, or you could even rock forwards if you want. But I want you to find your way onto your hands and onto your knees. Tabletop. Tabletop. Nice, you guys. And we're going to bring our right foot forwards and sink into a lunge. So keep that back knee down, untuck those back toes. You're on the top of that back foot, and find a nice deep lunge where you get that nice hip flexor stretch. Nice job, you guys. And you can keep your hands on the mat, your chest nice and low, or you can lift your chest up, maybe rest your hands on your knee. And I just love doing twists in my lunges lately. You've been practicing with me for a while. You've done this before, but we're in a twist here. It's just an option. So I want you to take your left hand and just place it on your knee. Bring your right hand to your hip, and then just start to turn your chest to the right. It's just a little twist. And you're still sinking those hips forward, so don't let those hips push back. Keep those hips sinking forwards. Just a nice little twist. Maybe that right hand even wants to grab onto the back leg. Nice, you guys. With an inhale, if you're twisting, turn yourself back to face the front. Now bring your forearm, your right forearm, to the inside of your knee, or I guess your hand could rest on your knee. And the left hand's coming to that hip. Turn the chest to the left, still sinking those hips forwards. It's nice and deep, deep, deep hip stretch with this added twist. Awesome job, you guys. Using an inhale, bring your chest back to face the front. Drop your hands slowly to your mat and start to send the hips backwards, just enough to release that hip flexor, but start to find a stretch, the hamstring through the calf. So you might be pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. You might be dropping your chest towards your knee. Awesome, you guys. So I want to take a little twist here. Again, just an option. So I'm going to grab my block. It's just for a little support here, so you can definitely do so as well. The left hand's going to stay on this block, and we're just going to take a little twist. So the right hand, if you can find your balance, is just going to come to your right hip. Find your balance before you start to turn the chest. A little twist, turning that chest to the right side. Can you keep your toes pointing up towards the ceiling to keep that nice hamstring stretch? You might be squeezing the core in to find your balance. Make sure you're still breathing. Soften your shoulders. Nice job, you guys. If your right hand is on your hip, gently bring it back towards the floor. Maybe fold a little further. Awesome. And then use an inhale to bend into your front knee. Scooch that block out of the way and start to heel toe your foot over to the left side. We're going to lay our shin down and set up pigeon. So sinking into those hips. We're not getting too comfy in our pigeon. We're not going to be here very long, you guys. So I want you to keep your chest lifted. Push your fingertips into the mat. Lift your chest. Sink into those hips. Nice job, you guys. Option to take a twist. We're going to do a few twists today. So what does this twist actually look like? We're going to be turning the chest to the right side. So you're going to just kind of walk your hands. Again, you might not go very far. Just turning the chest. Walking your fingertips over towards the right knee. Still sinking those hips nice and low. Some of you might be able to bring the forearm, the elbow to the outside of the knee. And just drop it a little lower. Still turning that chest to that right side. Nice, you guys. If you're twisting any amount, slowly start to bring yourself back to your center. Sink into those hips a little more. And then we're going to push our hands into the mat and lift ourselves all the way back up onto our hands and knees. tabletop, rock those hips side to side, shake it out a little. Take a big breath in and out. Nice, you guys. And we're just going to switch sides. So that left foot is going to come forwards, sinking into that nice, deep lunge. So find that right hip flexor this time. Hopefully you can find it before we even lift the chest. Soften those shoulders. You can start to lift up if you want to lift up. But just find your balance. Awesome, you guys. And if you're coming for that twist, your right hand is going to come to that left knee. And your left hand can come to your hip. Just a little twist, turning the chest to that left side. Nice job, you guys. And using an inhale, bring your chest back to face the front. This time the left forearm or the hand can rest on the knee, but I like to place my forearm on the inside of my knee. Right hand to the hip, still sinking those hips down and forward. Turn the chest to the right. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, gently turn yourself back to face the front if you're twisting, dropping your hands all the way down to the floor, nice and slow, and then send the hips back. Release that hip flexor. Point your toes straight up if you want to. Get that nice hamstring stretch. Nice job, you guys. And then I'm going to add my block once again, taking that little twist. So your right hand can stay planted either on your block or on the floor. And then maybe the left hand can start to find the hip. So we're kind of lifting the chest a little bit here. Turning that chest. It's more of a balance pose. It's a twist and a balance. And a hamstring stretch. All three good things. Awesome, you guys. Gently starting to turn yourself back down if you're twisting. Maybe drop it down a little more. Get that nice hamstring stretch. Awesome, you guys. And then you can scoot your block off to the side. Take an inhale, bending into your front knee, into that lunge. And then let's heel toe our foot over to the right side. Laying your shin down, setting up your pigeon. And keeping that chest lifted this time, today I should say. Pushing into your fingertips, lift that chest. Sinking those hips down. And if you want that weird twist, feels good for some, but not for all, so feel free to skip it. Just turn that chest just to the left a little bit. Nice, you guys. And if you're coming a little further, maybe you're laying your forearm down, with your elbow on the outside of that knee. Turn that chest. Awesome. You're using an inhale, lift back up, find your center, sink those hips down into the mat. Nice, you guys. And then you can start to plant your hands, lift on up, pushing yourself back into your tabletop. Give those hips a little rock side to side. And then we're just going to spread the knees out a little wider, big toes touching, and take child's pose. And just taking a moment here to notice any sensations running through your body so far. Relaxing your shoulders, slowing down your breath. And then using an inhale, we're just going to start to lift the forehead, lift your chest. You can start to walk your hands back in. We're going to cross our ankles and have a seat. And I want you to keep your right leg out long and your left foot on your inner thigh. We're going to take an inhale, sitting tall. You can start to point your toes up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, start to fold forward over that front leg. Again, another nice hamstring calf stretch. And then, of course, sticking with the theme of twisting today, you have the option to add a little twist here. So maybe bringing your hands, starting with one on either side of your leg, maybe bringing them both to the right side of your leg. And you can either hang on to the outside of your right leg or just place your hands down, but you're just kind of turning the chest a little bit, a little twist towards that right side. So you might be lifted up here. You might be able to fold a little further. I actually like to hang on to the outside of my foot. Helps me drop my chest a little more. And maybe the right hand is walking all the way back towards your right hip. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly starting to come back to center if you're in that twist and lifting all the way back up. So we're going to keep our legs as they are, but I want you to turn your chest to the left this time. So that right leg's going out. We're turning our belly button and our chest to face the left side, and we're going to take a side stretch. So your right fingertips can come to the left side just in front of your knee, and then we're going to inhale the left arm up for the ceiling. And you can kind of start to fold towards your front leg. Maybe your hand, your right fingertips are walking towards your foot a little, reaching up with those left fingertips, and flex that foot, point those toes straight up towards the ceiling. Belly button shining to that left side. Maybe a little twist, a little side stretch. Awesome, you guys. Using a big inhale, lift yourself all the way up and turn yourself back to face the front. We're going to switch sides so you can bring your right leg in, send your left leg out, right foot to that inner thigh. Take an inhale, nothing fancy to start, just nice long spine. As you exhale, fold straight down. Nice, you guys. And again, the twist is just an option. If you like it, if you don't, just stay here. And you can start to walk your hands over to the outside of your leg. Maybe staying here lifted, or maybe dropping it a little further, taking those left fingertips towards the back of your mat or towards your hips somewhere. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, bringing yourself back to center and all the way back up. Nice long spine. Turning your upper body to face the right this time. Sit up nice and tall. Left fingertips. See if you can bring them to the inside of that left leg. Reaching up with the right. Adding a little side stretch, a little lean over. And you can walk those left fingertips towards your foot if you want more. Make this as big of a side stretch as you want. Maybe you're reaching for the ceiling. Maybe you're reaching for your toe. Beautiful, you guys. Big inhale is going to bring you all the way back up. Turn yourself back to face the front. We're going to send that right leg back out and find a wide straddle. So I'm just going to turn, finding a nice wide straddle. I want to stick with our side stretching here. It feels really awesome today. So it always feels awesome. Who am I kidding? So point your toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe do a little rock with your upper body side to side. Get into those inner legs here. Our right hand is going to stay planted on the inside of the leg and in front of the knee to start. You're going to inhale your left arm up and lean on over. And maybe you're walking your fingertips towards your foot. Nice, you guys. Breathe. Can you point your toes straight up towards the ceiling again? Just going as far as your body allows you to go. Keep that chest open. Shine it forwards. Nice, you guys. A big inhale is going to lift you back up to center. Maybe do a little rock side to side. And then we're going to switch the left fingertips down on the inside of that leg. Reach on up. Inhale with the right fingertips. Point your toes straight up. I say that because I notice when mine start to relax. And then I'm like, oh yes, point your toes straight up towards the ceiling. I see, guys, using a big inhale, lifting yourself all the way back up through center. Maybe doing a little rock one more time. Maybe have a little forward fold, getting a nice stretch for those inner legs. And with an inhale, start to lift yourself back up. Your hands can come to the outside of your legs and helping them come all the way back together. Giving yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. And then we are going to finally grab our block, book, cushion, whatever item you have to work with today. And grab it, and we're going to lay all the way down onto our back. So you might have a couple heights to work with if you're using something that offers a couple different heights. A block, for instance, has 3 different heights depending on how high you want to lift your hips off the ground, how big of a back bend you would like. So we're coming into a supported bridge. Let me just say that to start. So you're going to slide your cushion or whatever underneath your low back. You're going to rest your hips on it and try to find your balance. So if you need to hang on to your block the whole time, you can hang on to it, or maybe you can let your block go and rest your hands at your sides. But we are going to either stay here in a supported bridge with our knees bent and our feet planted, or we're going to walk our feet out long. And I want you to just kind of visualize your body making a banana shape, but now we're curving it the other way. We did the side stretch already, and now we're doing it this way. So if this does not feel good on your back with your legs out long, keep your knees bent, your feet planted. If you want to go a little further, you can reach your arms above your head. And just relax. Try to let that prop that's under you just take all your weight. Just feel your breath for a moment. We won't be here too long. Softening your glutes a little bit. Awesome, you guys. If your arms are above your head, we'll start there. Start to slide them back to your sides. If your feet are out long, gently walking them back in. And then using an inhale, just lift your block up enough. Lift your block up. Lift your hips up enough to slide your block out from under you. And then I want your low back to touch the mat. So maybe lifting the heels and massaging that low back as you rock your knees side to side. Nice, you guys. And then we're going to take a twist. We started the class with both of our legs bent and our knees falling over to the left, but the option here would be to extend your left leg out, hug the right knee towards the chest, and then pull it across your body. So one leg is straight, one leg is bent. Twist. Shimmy those shoulders. Keep that right shoulder down. Maybe extending that right arm out to keep you nice and heavy on that side. Awesome, jumpy guys. Using a big inhale, slowly lift that leg or legs back up. Maybe pull them into your chest and then let your feet find the floor again. Both feet find the floor. Connect that low back. Take those knees for a little rock side to side. And either keeping both legs bent or straightening the right leg. Pull that left knee in and take your twist, letting your knees or knee fall over to the right. And with an inhale, we'll just start to lift the legs back up. And walking both the feet in. Again, planting the feet and that low back. Taking your knees for a little rock side to side. Massaging the low back. Awesome, you guys. I want you to take your left hand and slide it underneath your back, so palm facing down. And you can stay here laying flat on your back with your hand tucked under, or you can let your knees fall over towards the left. One last little twist and shoulder stretch. That right shoulder can stay down, or if you want more of a stretch for that left shoulder, you can start to lift the right shoulder up. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, we're going to slowly lift the knees back up. Slowly take that left hand out from under you. If you need to take a couple shoulder rolls, give yourself a little shoulder massage. This one's always a little intense, so be gentle. Switching sides whenever you're ready. The right hand's going to slide under that low back, palm facing up. You can always stay here if you already feel it, or start to let the knees fall over to the right, and maybe lifting that left shoulder. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly bringing your knees back up. One last chance to massage that low back. Rock those knees side to side. Tuck that tailbone under. And then gently start to walk your feet out all the way to the bottom of your mat. Spread your feet out nice and wide and just bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, lift your chin towards your collarbone. Nice job, you guys. Gently placing your head back down onto your mat. Starting to set up for a little Savasana. Letting your entire body be nice and heavy. Nice and relaxed. Giving yourself the opportunity to stay here in stillness for a few moments. Or as always, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time for. I just hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And until we meet again, namaste.